Let's go to work, 'cause I'm tripping. Gotta work on myself, 'cause I'm falling apart. Please wake me up, 'cause I'm slipping. Can't fight this feeling off no more. But I'm not going to give up and fall. Rise above it all. Meet all my challenges and search for my strength. I defeat them all. I'm never ever gonna hide no more. I come to love myself again. Yeah. For all the things I didn't know, the pain, the hurt, I let it go. Start to believe in myself, and life will be sweet again. So sweet again. Oh na 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 na. When all I see is darkness and gloom, yeah, I've been running from my doom. Oh na 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 na. But now it's time to live my life, and now I know what I need to do. Can't stand right when it's blowing, pushing me down. Feels like I'm falling apart, yet I hold on. Head held high, can't fight this feeling off no more. But I'm not going to give up and fall. Rise above it all. Meet all my challenges and search for my strength. I defeat them all. I never ever gonna hide no more. I come to love myself again, again. For all the things I didn't know, the pain, the hurt, I let it go. Let it go. And I start to believe in myself, and life will be sweet again. Oh na na, oh na 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 na. When all I see is darkness and gloom, yeah, I've been running from my doom. Oh na 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 na. But now it's time to live my life, and now I know what I need to do. Oh na 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 na. When all I see is darkness and gloom, yeah, I've been running from my doom. Oh na 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 na. But now it's time to live my life, and now I know what I need to do.
80% chance. 80% chance of rain. They are calling for an 80% chance of rain. Here. When you ask me who they is, I've never met they. I don't frickin' know who these people are. I don't know if they've cleansed themselves. I don't know if they've no fapping for 2 weeks so they can predict the weather correctly. I don't know if they've sacrificed Twinkies on a steak or something, or they probably circumcised the Twinkies first and then they sacrificed them after they injected them with all kinds of goat juice. I don't know. I don't know who these Wokalars are. I don't know who the sirens are that are tapped in going, there is an 80% chance of rain at 5 a.m. It will come from the southwest, and the augury of birds will signal, and they will poop upon your windshield, and it will bestow upon you that spring not only is here, but that it is the most important spring you've ever had. Man, what if we mixed astrology? You guys can hear me, right? Right? Okay. What if we mixed astrology with weather report? I think we should do that. I think we would all find a little bit more to it, right? Ophiuchus is showing itself over the horizon this evening. The 13th constellation, many of which we've been suppressing our entire lives. This 13th constellation now is cracking open the very vault of heaven and declaring that it too belongs here. Yes, that's right. The great wheel is growing, my friends. It is growing in resolution, and I have not had a shower since Friday, I think, yeah. Covered in concrete dust. The concrete was delivered this morning at 7:15 a.m., which I don't mind someone coming early. I was up at 3:30. I was like wide awake at 3:30 going, holy fuck, I have a lot of concrete to lay today because there's an 80% chance of rain. I don't care if it gets wet while you're laying concrete. I am afraid of the piers that I have that are precariously close to the hole that doesn't have concrete in it yet. And if that was to get wet, that would be kind of a problem. You know, if I was just to empty the bags of concrete in the hole, don't even mix them, and then pray for rain, right? Like, do a little goo-goo dance, right? Come on, guys, be honest. How many of you have prayed for rain? How many? And when you prayed for rain, how did you do it? Better question, how would you do it? What if you needed it to rain more than life itself? Or what if you believed that you needed it to rain more than life itself? Is there really a difference? Is there? Some of you complained that Friday I didn't have a deep enough show for you. And I want you to say that, first of all, right on. Second of all, it's my fourth day back from I'm going to milk it. It's the fourth day back from a 3-story fall on stone, barefoot. So go fuck yourself if you expect like this, like cutting edge. I brought you Notro Cyrus, by the way. A lot of thanks I get. Actually, I did get thanks. Going to go on Crow. I'm going to talk about Notro Cyrus. That's right. Rose and I got it worked out. It's coming up. It'll be a little bit. Ophiuchus is in the house. Needs to express itself. So there you go. Even after a fall. 2 days after a fall. And I'm throwing out Notro Cyrus, and some of you are typing, this is like a really boring episode, and I don't really feel engaged at all, and I just feel like all of the money I gave you to watch the show should be like returned to me threefold, because you were nowhere near as Barishnikov as I was expecting you to be four episodes after your fall. Because your fall didn't entertain me, James. No, it's your perfection after the fall. That's what entertains me. That's what makes me feel like I should engage with this show, because you exhibit perfection all the time. Yeah, if you guys are still clinging onto that thread, look, I've had that hole in my shirt, I think, all winter. It's been here all winter. So, yeah, that's right. I cussed at you. I looked right in the camera and said, see? This is why there's no children on this show. That's why. The Folly of Satisfaction was also great. Well, thank you for replay, Tom. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. That was absolutely great. So thank you, Mel. Yeah. And that body's in Toulouse right now. It's in Toulouse. They're going to announce it. And I don't know if they're going to announce it in time for the Crow episode. I bet you they are. It's going to be pretty cool. Stormtrooper was epic. That's right. If some of you guys don't know, we have a song called I'm Just a Stormtrooper Living Here on... I got trash privileges from level 3. And my 3rd-story balcony has no banisters, and there's a giant dumpster now right outside in my driveway, and I can throw trash in it from level 3 right now, and there's no banisters anywhere. And the entire etheric nature of that song came true. And of course I've been thinking about that ever since Nate brought it to my attention. I've been thinking a lot about that, because we talk about animism, we talk about the power of voice, we talk about the limbic softness that's required to convey magic. Some people have this idea that magic has to be squeezed, like some dark, hard charcoal squeezed out of our sphincter. It's like, oh, magic must be secreted like a homunculus, says the Crowley fans. And I don't even think Crowley probably felt that way. These are topics for high magic, which I missed this weekend. I just don't have enough. I can't do both. I'm planning either the demise of my entire house or the success of it having banisters again, or having a deck where I don't just freak out whenever my dog wants to go outside. This is just where I am. And I appreciate the dilation of not having banisters. I do. But to be honest, right after fall, it kind of scares the shit out of you a little bit. Because you're sort of like, you think about it, and then your body empathically, like, gives you compassion. It's like, oh, yeah, gee, you could fall. Here, let me show you what. And then you're like, oh, God, I know. And I actually haven't healed. I've dug some holes. Very proud of myself for that. I've torn down deck. I've torn down the stairway to heaven. That's gone. I have a gargoyle post. I'm really excited about it. You guys might have seen the video. Did you guys see the video? Most of you are probably tuned into my live streams, but yesterday I uploaded a 5-minute video. And here's what I'm thinking. I'd like to know if you guys would still be down if maybe I didn't do the live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like clockwork, and that maybe I just did this like 5 or 10 minute check-in. It's not that I want to change the structure at all, because I love this format. But I just probably need to focus on, like health and safety. I probably do. Probably need to be focusing on, having some banisters. It's the irony that the Airbnb is right beside me, and there are people that are coming to stay, and this weekend, I swear they were up on the deck and they were just kind of looking down at me and what I was doing, and I think they were really enjoying it. Because of my back, I'm doing a lot of verbal witnessing of my pain, so it's like if I dropped a tape measure into the hole, tape measure's still in the hole. I'm just like, you know what? I'll see you next time. Au revoir. Au revoir, as I said to my pepper shaker. I say the same that landed on the floor. I say the same to the tape measure in the hole. You were a good tape measure. And if things improve, I will be able to bend down that far to pick you up. But until then, who the fuck cares how many inches it is? It's deep, right? It's deep. That's all that matters between me and the tape measure. And I'm even having empathy for the tape measure, because I don't want the tape measure to be like, yeah, the Airbnb should be paying me for entertainment. You're so right, B. I should be putting a show on out there. And I should just be like, like that. And just a lot of sounds like that. But I'm remarkably, holy shit, I'm remarkably healed. I not gonna lie, I think a lot of things hurt, definitely. But I've noticed that in the kind of pain that I'm in, the only thing that doesn't hurt is physically moving. Isn't that great? Like, before this accident, it would be like, I'd spend a lot of time sitting down. A lot of this work that we do here, researching whatever, it's reading, it's looking at stuff, it's rendering things, it's coordinating, whatever. It's very stationary. The most walk I get is my dog, and my dog's old. He's like, when we go downstairs, it's like, let's go for a journey downstairs. And 12 minutes later we're downstairs. So I don't really have this like quick, let us go sprinting kind of thing even set up now. But now, as soon as I wake up, I was up at 3:30. It wasn't like I was awake. It was because my back was hurting, because it had just been still, right? The stillness of it is hurting. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I don't feel like I'm straining myself. I definitely, dropping things in holes, and I'm like, screw that. I don't want to pick up that tape measure. It doesn't really matter to me anymore. So I can't tell you, oh, I'm just really overworking it, man. No, I'm not even doing that. I'm not. I only ordered 16 bags of concrete today. I didn't care that I was going to be paying an extra. I didn't want a bunch of concrete hanging out if it's going to rain, because when it rains here, holy shit. It's like the sky is just like, I'm not done peeing yet. I'm not done. It rains a lot and it just keeps raining. And I've had this beautiful mix of dry weather. I've been doing this solo, but I do have help coming, just so you know. On the 1st, my neighbor who owns the Airbnb, the dude that crawled up into the house, allowed me to escape the metallic panther. By the way, that dude really had to get dirty to crawl under the crawl space. I cannot believe he did that for me. Dude, I love that guy. And not only that, but like, he FedExed me a little latch to his door. and was like, man, it would just save me 3 hours. I know you're hurt, but can you walk up the stairs and put this latch on the door before the next B&B? And it felt so good to be asked that. Oh God, it felt so good. It felt so good to be asked that. And he didn't realize that, no, I've been doing stairs. It's all good. I've been doing stairs. So it feels like it just felt so good to give even some of that back. Well, that same guy is giving us the Airbnb from the 1st through the 6th. And I'm hoping if I can have these concrete piers down that we will have the raising of the obelisks. I'm raising 3 6x6x20s. And they need to be kind of lined up right. Yeah. I think they're not like ridiculously heavy, but they don't sound like something I could lift up myself. I want to say they're 300 pounds. If I cut them before I lift them, they'll be 270. And, it's distributed over 18 foot. And so I don't know. I've never tried to stand up something like that. My guess is that no. And once it was even standing up, if it was standing up and I had to pick it up and move it like 2 inches to the left or whatever, I think that'd be kind of like sketchy as shit. So my plan is to have the piers ready before some folks get here to help. And then we'll just have to raise those things. Raise Osiris. The raising of Osiris, just like the body that was found. Exactly the same. So I would miss your streams, but they do not have to be live. Content is what I show up for in the authentic. Well, thank you. Yeah, I would think that it would only be for like a week or something. Like May 1st through 6th. It would feel rude of me to be like in here streaming while my friends are like trying to help me. So I think it's probably safe to say we won't be doing it then. But I can do like 5-minute updates in between, and weather permitting, I might shift it up on you. I might shift it up. It may be that I'm going to stream on Tuesday, right, or Thursday, right. Tomorrow, I probably should have streamed tomorrow because of the rain, but that's okay. Other James is awesome. Yes, there's a lot of Jameses right now. One of the guys that's coming to help me is also named James. So we have like my friend James staying at my other friend James's house. Yeah, so it's like 3 Jameses. A lot of cool stuff. I'd love to see you build the stairs. Ladder building with... So guess what? I already built the stairs. That's the good news. That 3rd story stairwell that I tore down, well, guess what? I had already rebuilt the stairs inside, bitches. Inside. Put that thing inside. Because of how bad the ice here is, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put the staircase inside. That way, if this staircase falls down, which it did, I won't be dependent on it. And that's what's happened. Yeah, that's what's happened. Now, I'm at a critical juncture today. If you saw the video, tearing out one of the 3 main posts, when my 3 big posts get here, you know what? I'm not going to be able to lift that post by myself. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that post today. If I can lift that post by myself, maybe I can lift that post myself. If I run a rope up through my house and into my bathroom, I think I can lift that up. There's a beautiful tree, though, that might be disagreeing with that. So I don't know. I'm going to take that back. I can't make promises. I'm going to at least get the footers ready. But see, if I had the post ready and the footers ready, I could sink the J-bolts all in one go. And, oh, that'd be so sweet. That'd be so sweet if I could pull that off. Forget streams for a week or 2. No worries. Get you. Thank you. My brother's middle name is James. Well, thank you, Debbie. I think it might actually come to that. It might actually come to that. Yeah, we'll have a James Fest over here. In fact, this is one of those episodes because I don't really have anything profound to tell you except for that the human body's amazing. I've just been trying to alchemize what's happened like as best as possible. It's looking at the symbolism too. The foundation kind of fell out. That's kind of cool too. The fact that I survived. Yeah. And the fact that I already had so much of this prep work. I wouldn't actually be in my house right now if I wouldn't have done all the repairs on the deck downstairs and the inside staircase. So Because otherwise, the only way to access my house would be from the second story. Then you'd really have like that Truman thing where the ladder, well, I guess it wasn't a ladder, but I'd have a Jacob's ladder to get in there. I still might come to that. I still might have to tear my whole porch down. I still might have to tear the lower part down. I still might. Would it be the end of the world? No, but ugh. It probably means I wouldn't be able to have access to my house. I would say at the very best a week. I know that everyone likes to say, well, no, you can do that in a day or two. But I just don't think it ever works that way. There's attachments you're going to put in. The ledger boards, the old one there. Who knows? You're going into center block, which isn't hard, but it's going to require something else. They're not going to have it. You're going to spend 2 or 3 days looking for it online. Then the inspector's going to tell you, well, I'm going to need you to take a PCR test because PCR is common among footings, and I can't come over to your house to inspect your footings because I don't have a PCR, and I'm going to need you to sign this waiver. It's going to be a lot of stuff like that. Just the round footing molds I got today. Took me a week to get those. Everything's 12 inches. And I'm like, why is everyone selling a 12-inch footing when the code is 24? And they're just like smacking their gum. 'Cause that's what we carry. Like, but like, so all you're really doing is carrying stuff for 4x4s. Why do you even sell 6x6 stuff? Why? 'Cause I got a red vest on and work at Lowe's. All associates. I need all associates outside for cart corral. Please. This Karen got on there. And I've never heard so much passion. She was deeply offended because when she did the call for all associates in Lowe's, it felt like she felt abandoned. And none of the employees assembled out front. You could hear it in her voice, and I could tell that it was the second time she asked. You could just tell, you could hear the authentic sincerity in her voice. And she was like, ding, all associates. Look, I need all associates out front right now who are free right now. She emphasized right now for cart whatever. And then as I'm trying to find the J-bolts, because they don't have 5/8. Are you kidding? They've got half. Why do we need 5/8, James? It's just that it says on the 6x6 footing, it says use 5/8 diameter bolts, but why would we carry a 5/8 J-bolt, James? Why would we do that? If I had gum, I'd just be chewing it right now, looking at you, going, yeah, look, I got to go because I got to go out to the shopping. I got to go corral some shopping carts for Karen because you can hear she's having a real freaking hissy right now. And the third time she came on, I really felt horrible. I felt obligated. I'm like, should I go outside and just bring her some carts, you know? Like, hey, I'll trade you 3 carts for a 5/8 J-bolt. I'll do it. Or God forbid, a 16-inch sonotube. You can't do 16 inches? She's like, no, it's too big. And I'm like, yeah, you're damn right, Karen. Damn right. I'm looking for a 16-inch minimum mold. And you ain't got that. You're trying to push 12-inch on me like that's what's going on around here. Karen, look at me. Look at me, Karen. Do I look like the kind of guy that needs a 12-inch pier? Okay. So I got 18 today. I had to drive an hour to get it. I had to drive an hour to get an 18-inch pier. It was like, I left at 7:30. Got back at 9:15. And the whole time, dude on the phone's like, yeah, I got some of those. And I'm like, well, great. He's like, well, how many do you need? I was like, well, I need 3. He's like, well, you better hurry. It's just like, okay. Well, I was just going to get my car and like drive there. It's like 45 minutes away. I hope you'll be there. He's like, yep. And then we hung up. Then the whole way there, I'm like, am I on like a fucking time warp Tron race now to get out to Boone Concrete Company so I can save like the last 18-inch sonotubes within 200 frickin' miles? Is that really what I'm doing today? And the answer is yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That was most of my morning. I still don't have the 5/8-inch J-bolt. I still don't. But the guys at Boone Concrete, they were nice enough to cut the sonotubes so I didn't have to like put my dog on the roof. I never would have put my dog on the roof, but you get it. They wouldn't fit in there. So yeah, that's what's going on. I don't have a profound show for you. I'm sorry, but I love you guys, and I love what we're doing, and I want to keep doing it. I want us to continue. I just want some banisters. Is that too much to ask? I just want some banisters. Now some of you are like, James, take a 2x6, glue it and screw it up next to the 4x6 that you already got out there. You know, the two that are on top of each other, precariously placed on top of each other. And hey, let me tell you something. I did that. I did that 8 years ago. Okay? You know how long that lasts? About 8 years. Okay? Then it's time to fix it. You just got to fix it. That's all. Keep in mind, I live in a ski town, which means most of these houses, these are all kit homes. They were built by the ski corporation, which means you're basically looking at a bunch of coked out ski patrol dudes that are like building decks in the summer. Okay? That's who built my deck. And that was in the 70s. Okay? Sometimes you just got to replace it. Am I looking for extra labor? Do I really want the stress of waking up at 7 to go find a sauna tube so I can stand up a 300-pound 6x6 by myself by climbing into a bathroom with a rope? No. No. Trust me, if I could fix this with a 2x6, there'd be 2x6s all over the place. They'd be all over the place. And we'd be streaming. And everything would be great. Right? You get it? You understand? Right? So don't be telling me how easy it is. Okay? First of all, it's not hard. I didn't say I was overwhelmed. I said I was whelmed. All right? I explicitly said whelmed. I am officially whelmed by this. Right? Now, right now, I have 105 viewers. That's like half of what I would normally have. And I think this might be because I'm not producing a high-quality show as much as I should. It's another reason why I'm like, maybe I need to take some time off and put up some banisters, you know? Get the squirrel cams back going. Right now, if I even try and fill the bird feeder, I'm like saying 4 Hail Marys. And I don't even know if that works. I don't. Best I can do is just toss some peanuts out. Prometheus is there right now. But I can't change the camera. I cannot walk on the porch right now. I can't. My dog can. He's supported by 8 2x4s on top of this deck down below, but there's no other weight on here, so that's actually overkill. And then underneath that, because I pulled out this one pier, I have 3 4x4s doing the job of what used to be a 4x6, because that 4x6 now has a giant hole in it, which I'm getting ready to go pour concrete in as soon as my post gets here. But they didn't bring the post this morning. No. Why? Because this is how it happens. They're like, yeah, we brought your concrete, and we brought your 2x10 by 16s, and we don't have your posts. I'm like, well, where are my posts? He's like, oh, that's coming from Lenore. And I'm like, who the fuck is Lenore? And as a joke, there's a place called Lenore. You know why they're coming from Lenore? Because Karen Slows doesn't even carry a 6x6 that's 20 feet long. She's in there pushing half-inch J-bolts, walking around going, I need cart corral. I need all you guys. Why are you not listening to me? I just want you to get the carts. They're all over the parking lot like orphans. And you guys are always ignoring me in the break room. And I know but it's my job. I'm supposed to tell you, all available associates, please go get the carts. Please. She doesn't even carry 6x6s. She doesn't. Someone's going to say I'm hot. Sorry. My mic, I mean. So yeah, this is all I have. I lost 4 viewers just in that little riff right there. This is horrible. What am I doing to you guys? What am I doing to you guys, you know? So, anyway. So, maybe we'll end it. So, I don't want anyone to be expecting anything too great out of this one. Yeah, Prometheus is looking good. He's doing fine. You know, he hasn't missed a beat. I thought that the whole deck no longer here was going to maybe throw him off a little bit. He's really had no issues at all. He's out. If there's anyone here who's living the most normal life possible, it would be Prometheus. Definitely would be Prometheus. Perhaps do a replay of an older show. Wow, I've never even considered that. Get it, James. It's quality, not quantity. There you go. Yeah, you know, it's weird because there's like a gathering of synergy that I just love to host too. So I'm always torn, you know, about if I should always show up or only show up if sometimes I've, you know, I don't always know what's even quality. I'll put it that way. You guys probably knew that. You guys probably knew that anyway. Yeah. So, I blame Karen. What happens when it is time to do the shelf restocking? Karen, I don't, thing is that we all know what Karen needs. I'm not trying to be vulgar, but Karen needs a good 18-inch sonotube. She needs that, and she's just expressing that. It's no different than a feral cat in heat. You're walking down the road and you hear that. It's just, we're in chronic heat, right? It's not even that Karen has a sexual urge, although that would certainly probably hit it. It's a deeper primal urge. It's the call of the wild, right? And we suppress that. Society pretty much has a blanket suppression on that, right? And this is why it comes out in this way. It's why her hair is that way. It comes out because of exactly the way society is built. All right. There's a mooncast tonight on Dojo Earth Radio. I missed High Magic. It was all my fault. I can't wait to do it again, though. I really am looking forward to that. Tonight, topic for Moon Day Mooncast is manifestation. It's hosted by Charlotta. It'll be 7 until 9. 7 o'clock Eastern. Katua time, that is. I'm going to check that out. And, yeah. Oh, look at that. Finally, Adrian shows up. We've been waiting for Adrian. Now you're here. We can go. Give me Karen's number. I'll take one for the team. Zerbash 30. My God, man. Bless you. Bless you. See, I think Karen right now heard us. That compassion reached her. And right now, she's on her way into work. She's on her way in, and all of a sudden her shoulders just get a little bit more relaxed. And she's like, you know what? Carts are meant to be scattered across the parking lot. Carts are meant to be obstacles making you pay attention as you navigate through the boring lines of a painted parking lot. Carts are the squiggly lines of humans reaching out to each other saying, hey, I just thought I'd leave this cart here. That's all. You think I'm going to walk all the way back there? Or you think I'm going to walk it over to that cart corral over there? Why? What kind of world is this where we're all putting our carts back? It's humanity begging for that wild horse on the beach, isn't it? It's that Karen begging. I just want an 18-inch sonotube to put on the shelf. I just want a 5/8-inch J-bolt, man. Just once. I want someone coming in here saying, Karen, it's not acceptable that you do not have 5/8s. It's not going to work, Karen. We're going to have to change things around here. And so she says, forget the carts. And she starts her own 6x6 supply business. Delivering sonotubes like an ice cream cone, right? To various job sites. Hey, fellas, I got a big 18-inch sonotube here. It's got your name on it. Who wants it? I can cut it right in the back. How you want it 4 feet? I'll cut it. I'll cut it for you right now. That's right. All right. Debbie's got to go. You guys, let's close it out. Did you guys ever do that extra naughty No, but that is coming, Gnome. If Sark is still with me, that is coming. I just got to get some banisters. I just need some banisters. What can I say? I'm the Bruce Bannister, cause Hulk get angry with no banisters. You know, it's the, guys. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is just Hulk. You know that, right? I mean, you don't have to squirt Marvel all the time. We could just talk about archetypes without having to pay them a quarter in royalties, Just something to think about. I know it's probably way out there in left field, but these are our archetypes, Great. I'm absolutely with you. We'll partake in your victory when you're fixed your house. We will fix the house. Did you know that this house is called Cliff House? Did you know that? This house actually is called Cliff House, H-A-U-S. Cliff House. Cliff House will stand again. Cliff House will rise and do a Charlie Chaplin. We will be there. We will be there on foundation of thick 18-inch Karen approved sonotubary. Yeah. All right, you guys. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your witness. Thank you for being a patron. Thank you for allowing me to experience this with you. Hulk angry, Hulk smash like button.